Hey, what's up, socialites? It's me, Joe Dombrowski.
And me, Gaspare Randazzo.
In a couple weeks, I'm going to be in Philly. Get your tickets at thejoedombrowski.com. Just by the way, you guys, if you bought tickets for that Thursday, I had to take it off for a doctor's appointment. So I'm actually doing 3 shows on Saturday. So one instead of Thursday, now I'm doing 2 Friday, 3 Saturday. So I'm still doing the 5 shows. But
3
if you were on that
on Saturday,
I've done 3 shows on a Saturday, like multiple times. It's crazy, but
so what is it? You doing like 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock type of deal?
3:30, 6:30, and 8:45.
All right, so at least you get time in the middle to brush your teeth.
You just work. You're working all day. It's a normal person's work schedule, which I never do. A normal person's work schedule on a Saturday. So yeah, if you had tickets for the Thursday, just make sure that you call the club and get that all arranged. And then I'm gonna got my straight friends every month. Don't forget about that. We're in LA and Seattle. Then I'm going to be in Philly, Des Moines, Springfield, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, Indianapolis, Long Island, Hartford, Toronto, Madison, Wisconsin, tons more. Get your tickets at thejoedombrowski.com.
And I will be in Chandler, Arizona and San Diego, unless we just were there. I don't remember. I don't know when we're filming this. Portland, Naples, Boston, Philly, West Hartford, Connecticut, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Plato, Texas, Atlanta, Long Island, LA, Seattle, and Chicago. Also not on my website. No, on my website right now, New York, and most likely the Queens show. I'll be back in Manhattan and in Queens again coming up soon. So get your tickets at gasparrandazzo.com.
I did the craziest thing yesterday.
Tell.
Technically, it's not my fault. So I went. I'm taking my dog's staying at my parents while we're on the honeymoon, right? So I called the groomer because I accidentally had the dog grooming appointment for when we were gone. So I had to move the appointment. And she's like, "Oh, I can actually get you in today." And I was like, "Oh, great. What time?" She's like, 1. I was like, "It's right around the corner. I'll just walk the dog there and do it." I get the dog all ready, whatever. We're ready. We're out the door. I close the door behind me. Boom, shit. I locked my house key and my car key, which has my house key, in the house. So I was like, it'll be fine. I'll go get in through the garage because I have the garage keypad. I'll get in through the garage when I get back after walking the dog. So I walk the dog. Morgan's been on this like scallops kick lately. I don't know if he has a mercury deficiency or whatever, but he's been like really craving scallops. So I passed this fish market on the way home. I buy $50 of fish. I get home, Gaspar, the keypad to the garage is dead. Dead. Morgan's at work. He's not answering his phone. He texts me. He goes, "I'm in a meeting right now." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm stranded." So I'm like, I'm not going to bother him during the meeting. I was texting him every hour on the hour. Still stranded, still stranded, still stranded. I waited. Next thing you know, the groomer calls me. The dog's done. I walked back to the groomer, got the dog. Then I took the dog, Gaspar, for a 2.5-hour walk. Just
Max
stranded.
Like, what the hell is happening?
Oh my God, he slept so well last night. Just totally stranded and out there. It was crazy.
You can't climb through a window? I guess, can I? I don't even think I could. I don't know. I'm trying to think like.
All of our windows were locked. So and I checked all of the windows. So I couldn't even get in through a window if I wanted to.
Yeah, we have to put a spare key. Like, we don't have a spare key out.
Really?
Yeah, no, we had one for a really long time. And then what ended up happening was when we were getting all the work done, my, one day something happened with Verizon and the guy had to come from Verizon. We were at work. So I called my contractor and I was like, "Yo, can you do me a favor and just go to my house and let the Verizon guy in?" Cause he was like not far doing a job. So he went and took the spare key. He went and got the spare key and just let the Verizon guy into my house. And then I Venmoed him $50 as a thank you. It was not worth it. And then Verizon sent us a bill.
I feel like I want to get one of those lock boxes with the keypad on it that like apartments lock outside
like
of their
real estate agents have.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I feel like that's just asking for someone because a key's in there.
Yeah, but you can't, I mean, they have to be super secure. Like, otherwise, would everybody break into that? You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be like metal like chainsaw proof, I'm assuming.
I'm I just feel like people could get in there, like, with enough will, you could get have you ever seen
Hey,
those videos? They're, like, fascinating on Instagram where it's, like, a big pressurized thing coming and smashing. What if they just put it in that?
if you're going to go through that length to take the key box, bring a big pressurizer, you just kick the person's front door open. You're bringing a heavy piece of equipment. You'll just fucking bring a old school thing that they used to knock the castle walls down. You know what I'm talking about?
A battering ram?
Battering ram. Like you could just do that. Police have them. It's not
I
hard.
know, but I love but, okay, Gasper, police do have them, but your brain went to what they used to knock castle doors down.
Well, because I'm just thinking realistically. Like you can buy
Oh,
a battering ram. Guess how much? Just take a guess. Like a little tiny one to
50
break open
bucks,
any
50
door.
bucks.
I'm on the Amazon right now, and Amazon $350 for forced entry can
How much
open
does it weigh?
any door. It's handheld.
Yeah, you
Look at
can
this
buy
thing.
some crazy shit on Amazon.
Dude, look at this. That's it.
I
You know
want
what
it.
else you can do with that after?
What?
I'm thinking of this showing up
Hold
to your
on.
house with.
I
Okay. For those of you watching at home, I'm just looking at medieval battering rams now.
it's
Oh,
on
make it.
wheels. It's got ropes around it, so you take this log in the middle and just knock down the castle
Wait, do
doors.
you want to hear something crazy? You remember Genghis Khan?
Yeah, we were really good friends back in 4 BC.
1560. So we're like 32. Well, it depends. Genghis Khan used to make battering rams and then take all the enemies. Genghis Khan was the ruthless leader of Mongolia. It's not a big deal. He used to tie all the people as a net, like all the people from the enemies. He would make a giant net out of their bodies and tie them to the front of the battering ram. So this way, when you would shoot arrows, it couldn't get through the battering ram because all their bodies were there and they'd be alive. So they would just be getting hit with their own guys' stuff. Crazy, if that makes any sense. All right. Anyway,
Not at all. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. And let me tell you what, I am, dare I say, obsessed. It's so easy. I take Liquid IV to every single one of my shows, and I'm down in it when I'm backstage. I'm loving it, but I'm really enjoying their sugar-free flavors right now, like the multiplier sugar-free raspberry lemonade. So good. So listen, all you got to do is take these little packets, you rip it open and dump it in a bunch of water, preferably 16 ounces or more. Shake it up and let your mouth salivate with desire from the beautiful flavors that you'll be getting from Liquid IV. And they are true to fruit flavor true. Like if it says that it's white peach, trust me, it's going to taste like white peach. Gasper and I were shocked because they have firecracker popsicle flavors. It tastes like a firecracker popsicle. The rainbow sherbet, it tastes like you're eating rainbow sherbet. So break the mold of your own ritual. Take one stick and 16 ounces of water for better hydration than just water alone. Because it's powered by Live Hydroscience, which is an optimum ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. And 8 essential vitamins and nutrients are always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. So you know what that means. Melissa Randazzo would love some Liquid IV. So embrace your ritual with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV and get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code SOCIAL at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code SOCIAL at liquidiv.com.
all right, Joe, here's the thing. All right, guys, you all know me. Here's the thing. I am not one to go buy expensive clothes, spend all this money on clothing. I like to feel good, look good, but for a good price. Because if I'm spending a lot of money, I'm uncomfortable automatically before I even wear the clothes. If I have spent a lot of money, it's just not happening. But with Quince, you are actually getting high end, versatile pieces at prices that are actually affordable. Joe, these have completely elevated my wardrobe. Okay, I got a pair of jeans, right? I never wore like nice jeans. You know, I go to these stores, these little fast fashion stores. I buy the jeans. They were $12 jeans. They last me a few months. They shrink. All of a sudden, my jeans are looking like boxer shorts on me. That's not the case. With Quince, I'm actually wearing the jeans, washing them, and they're great the next time because they're made with like, real stuff. Unlike, when I buy the other stuff, okay? So here's the deal with Quince. They have all the things you need. They got sweaters, they got cashmere crew neck sweaters, they have jeans, they have t-shirts. And the best part of it is they work with top factories. So that means that they get to cut out the cost of the middleman, which passes on the savings to us. They only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices along with premium fabrics and finishes, which I personally love because I do care about the people, the environment, and all that stuff. So here's the deal. Indulge in affordable luxury. Go to quince.com/social studies for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/social studies to get free shipping and 365-day returns. That's quince.com/social studies. Joe, so yeah, you asked me if I had something. I did want to tell you something. Last night, I had a show, right? So I go to the show. First off, it was in this really nice restaurant. It was a private show for the union for teachers. So I walked in. It was really cool. Like walked in. I was wearing my Jets jacket that you got me. The amount of compliments I got was unlike anything I've ever worn. And I'm like, is this what it's like to dress nice? Like, I was like, people were like, yo, I was like, everyone's like, the Jets suck collectively, told me that. But people were like, yo, that's an awesome jacket. Damn. Everybody was like touching it. Everyone was loving it. And then I was like, oh, thanks. I was like, it's the most expensive item I own. And they were like, what? Because like, I didn't know what to say. I don't know how to like take a compliment. So I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, I got it as a gift. And then I started thinking like, it actually is the most expensive clothing I own. So what would you say is the most expensive? Like, let's go piece by piece, like shoes. What was the most money you ever spent on shoes?
First of all, I'm not doing this. And I, second of all,
Because you got some red bottom
the,
shit.
the jacket that you have is very nice. For you not to tell them that you got them from Joe Dombrowski or Lord and Savior is insane. That is insane for you not to name
I
drop
said
me.
I got it as a
And
gift from my friend Joe.
nice jacket. You guys, I got Gaspar this jacket in case you missed the episode. I got him a Jets bomber, like
It's
really
not. It's
nice,
like
almost like
1968. It looks like.
yeah, it's like almost like a
Like if I was going steady with a girl in high school, I would have let her wear it.
our city jacket pretty much. Yeah, it's like that. But I got Gaspar a Jets one and I got me a Detroit Lions one. And they are nice as hell.
Have you been
Couldn't
wearing it?
believe it. Hell yeah. I get a lot of compliments on mine too.
It's cool.
But I got it from Abercrombie. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, Abercrombie is making a comeback. They're catering to people our age, which
Yeah.
they've always been targeting us. And it's like, I don't know if it's affordable or if we make money now, but
Well, I buy all my pants from Abercrombie. Because they sell joggers. I wear only joggers as pants.
yeah, well,
And
see, I got in this argument with a friend recently. He bought a pair of $140 joggers. And
$140?
how much do you think they're selling at Abercrombie, Gasper?
I buy them for $20.
Not
Oh,
at
I'm thinking of
Abercrombie, you don't.
Aeropostale. I go to.
You are, I think Aeropostale is only in business because you shop there.
I only buy
Yeah.
joggers there. They're $20. I buy a black pair. They have an army cargo. They have a blue pair and they have a tan pair. I buy it every year. I just rebuy those 4 pairs. I
But like,
wear them to
how are you like a person?
just buying clothes that are comfortable. But after like 30 washes, they do start to shrink a little. So
See,
like
so this is some bullshit. You should spend a little bit of money on some good clothes, take
this
care
is
of
a
it, and it'll
fight
last
with
you forever.
this is the fight with Melissa because she's like, you buy
Well, let
six
me be the
dollar
Melissa.
t-shirts, and she's like, you buy $6 t-shirts, then you cry when they shrink on you. She's like, or just buy one $30 t-shirt and it'll never shrink. But I'm all about like the new styles and new fashion. So like I like buying new clothes, So like the colors that are in today aren't in tomorrow, is what I'm trying to
You're
say.
buying the same color. You just told me you're
Yeah.
buying the cargo, the
No,
black
no.
and the
Oh, yeah. For the
jeans.
pants, the same. Yeah. And then, so my most expensive pair of pants I ever bought were probably $34, $40, maybe for a pair of jeans from Tommy Lee or whatever. Then sneakers was probably $100, maybe. And it was probably a buy one, get one. And then I bought the same pair. So I had two of the same pair. Then shirts, I would say the most I ever spent was $18.
See, I'm all about a deal. And like the nice
No, this isn't
pieces that I
deals.
buy.
This is cheap.
No,
I'm cheap.
yeah, you are. But I'm all about a deal and I'm all about getting things at a discounted price and I'm all about getting things cheaper. But you can still get good things when they're on sale, Gasper, and like have good like
Yeah, well,
things. And
that's why
you'll
like, I go
look
to
better
TJ
and you'll feel
Maxx.
better.
Like
No,
TJ
bitch.
Maxx
Oh
has
my
good things.
God.
No, no, no. TJ Maxx is the items. It's just like maybe they're or seam off or their last year's style. So, I look at the original price, $90 on sale, TJ Maxx, $15. So that's a no-brainer. So I buy a lot of clothes at TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory I've been going to. You ever see the sweats I have on now? They're not my size, but I got them at Burlington. They were
The
$6.
funniest drag name that I ever heard in my whole life, Burlington Throat Factory.
I actually gonna write that down for something else. I'll tell you later.
I think it's a meme account too.
Burlington
So funny.
Throat Fact. That's really funny. I'm gonna
Yeah,
call my
it's
friend that
great.
tomorrow.
Burlington.
Um,
Oh my God. You know who we haven't talked to in a while?
Michael Sugarman.
How's Michael Sugarman doing?
Um, so he's fine. I don't know. He's good. He's all right. Everything's good with him. So, anyway, so no, I'm just kidding. He's fine. He's good. Wait 1 second. So I do shop. I just want to finish the sentence. I've been going to also, you're going to make fun of me. I don't care. I've been going to Michael's, right?
For
You know,
clothes?
Michael's? Yeah. They sell,
No, stop. No, stop. Those t-shirts that they sell at Michael's are for
The what?
crafts
Yes,
that you're
yes.
supposed to use with
I
your
understand.
cricket. You don't
I
buy that to
understand.
wear for real.
I wear them. I swear I wear them. So I go there. They sell the Bella Canvas brand. Bella Canvas is so smooth. It's so comfortable. I buy them. They're $8.
I
That's better than,
literally can't be friends with you.
do what you got to do. I'm not buying the Gildans anymore. The Gildans were $5, but it's hard cotton.
I
I
did
don't-
get something a little out of my wheelhouse. You want to see it?
Yeah, for sure. Jacket that says I'm straight. Oh, are you showing it to me now? What are those? Are those gray camouflage? I wouldn't even wear that. Nah, hell no.
This is in. This is
Nah,
in.
I hate that.
It's
I would-
in.
Yeah, you know when it's in, it looks like Ginger Spice used to wear that. Remember back in the day when she was spicing up our
You're
lives?
selling it. You're selling it.
Do you
You're
know what I'm
selling
talking
it.
about? Remember the Spice Girls? Do you remember the music video? Ginger in one of the music videos used to wear gray army cargo
remember
pants.
this? Do I remember the Spice?
Do you remember that outfit on her?
Oh my God! This is the closest I've ever been to committing Sue. Literally, I was in the green room the other day with this comic. She's amazing. She's 26, and a Spice Girl song came on, and I was like singing and dancing, and she was singing and dancing. We were just like having a good time. Great comic, Bianca Prado. Love you, Bianca. And I was like, "Do you know who this is?" And she's like, "No." And I was like, "Bianca, I can't." The Spice Girl. She's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of them." I was like, "I'm going to
Didn't you
die."
collect the lollipop stickers, Bianca? Remember those, the lollipop stickers? You know what I'm talking about? They used to have the lollipops. They used to come in this silver packaging. It was a lollipop and it came with a Spice Girl sticker. You didn't have those at like the bodega or whatever? Yes, you
But
do.
we didn't have bodegas,
Well,
first of all. No, I don't remember the Spice Girl sticker. Sorry.
they were these stickers that were like silver, and then they were a pouch that was silver, and then it was like a little lollipop, and then they had stickers. Anyway,
Amazing. That's amazing. And
do,
so are you.
do you know that? Wait, this is another thing I was gonna say. We watched the Spice Girl movie in theaters. You saw it in theaters, right?
I did not see it in theaters, but I did
Uh,
see it.
so we saw it in theaters. I remember I was like, how old were we when that came out? 10?
Nine, probably eight,
Yeah, eight,
nine.
9. We saw it in the movie theater. My dad took us. My sister was like 11 or 12. She was like all embarrassed that my dad like took us to the movies to see the Spice Girl movie. And my dad, like, now I'm realizing as I get older, I'm just more and more like my dad. My dad playing into it was like, don't be embarrassed that I'm here. He's like, look at this. And he just stood up in the movie theater and put his fingers up and he's like, girl power. And he just yelled it in the middle of the movie. Mind you, my dad was a big, bald, tattooed biker. And he's like,
Right.
girl power, which in hindsight, he's probably just fucking with my sister, which is great. Um,
Wow.
Probably gave her trauma. Anyway,
Listen, I got some health goals this year. I'm trying to get a little cut up. I want to look like a Hercules as much as I can. Do you understand me? So I switching things up. I'm not lying to you though. This is for real. Gaspar and I called each other after we ate this stuff. Amazing. Tastes good, feels great, and you feel good eating it too. Hero bread tastes like regular bread, but I have to admit, better. I'm talking fluffy. I'm talking great. I'm making it with all my sandwiches. Morgan loves it. He uses it for the wraps. He uses the seeded bread to make avocado toast in the morning. And let me tell you what, we even got their Hawaiian rolls. I was over here like, these are not gonna taste as good as the Hawaiian rolls that everyone knows and loves. Not even kidding you, they taste better. Love them. I cut them in half and make little chicken salad sandwiches, and I'm in heaven. Fits into my lifestyle so easily because it's easy to eat and it's good for you. And I'm loving it because I'm getting a lot of fiber. I'm cutting down on the sugar and just like overall feeling better about like the food experience that I'm getting from this bread. And I'm very excited for their new products like their 4-gram net carb bagel. And your favorite recipes are covered with Hero Bread. You can use loaves, you can get tortillas, you can get bagels, you can get dinner rolls. It's all there. So that you want this. Trust me, you want this. And we're going to give you 10% off right now because Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order if you go to hero.co and use the code social at checkout. That's SOCIAL social at hero.co.
Joe, everybody, I don't know about you guys, but I like keeping my money where I can see it. You know that, Joe. I don't even trust banks, okay? All my money is, I can't say where because I'm not an idiot and I'm not going to let everybody know. So I don't really trust these big companies and I definitely don't trust these big wireless carriers to be looking out for my money because I can only look out for my money. I've been overpaying for wireless for years. I got fed up with these crazy high wireless bills, all these little bogus fees that they put in, and these little free perks that actually end up costing way more money in the long run. So I switched to Mint Mobile. Okay. So I'm saying goodbye to these like traditional companies, overpriced wireless plans and all that stuff. And I'm here with Mint Mobile. They are offering wireless plans starting at $15 a month. Okay. All of these plans are coming with high speed data, unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So if you want to contact Marie that you met at the 8th grade prom and you want to hit her up again, her number's still in your phone, you can. So ditch the overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/social studies. That's mintmobile.com/social studies. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month, 5 GB plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
I do have one thing to share.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, we have a bunch
I
of
want to get
topics
your
that we wanted to cover.
I want to get your take on this first, okay?
Okay.
I fell down a rabbit hole of people complaining about their kids' schools and about their teachers,
Okay.
and I found a crazy one that I wanted you to uh, chime in on. This person straight up said, is anyone else sending their child to the school's yoga program that's being offered? Am I going overboard with not wanting to allow my child to participate in this, as the poses are symbols of Hindu gods and we are a Christian family?
Oh,
Do you not want to give your take? Because the only reason I wanted to read this too is because one of the comments is amazing.
read it. I'll give my take. Oh, I'll say my take.
Person goes, I promise the $100 Americanized yin yoga class filled with stay-at-home moms dressed in Lululemon leggings is not a spiritual practice. You make things what you want them to be, and that's it. The end. Move on.
They're not wrong. I mean, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. So,
Oh my God. We used to have people complain about it's like, then just don't come to school that fucking day. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
nah,
Also,
I
it's like
can't.
yoga.
Don't
Like,
get us
chill
in
out. Like,
trouble.
we're putting the kids in like downward ostrich. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, we're not sitting here and being
Well,
like,
like also,
and also deny your religion because right now we're doing this, the religion of vinyasa. It's not like that.
also like, they teach yoga in schools in high school, right? Did they have it when you were in school?
Um, yoga?
Yeah, we have a whole yoga class
No,
every day.
when
The
we
kids
were
come
in
in and
when we were in high school,
I don't remember if we
I
had it
did
when we were
not.
young.
Yoga was not offered when I was in high
Well,
school.
anyway, it's offered now. Yoga only got popular, I feel like. Well, I mean, it's always been popular, but I feel like it's like more mainstream popular. Cause like if you watch like those like did you watch that documentary on Bikram? The guy who invented
Yes.
yoga?
Oh my God,
Oh my
crazy.
God. That was for those of you who never watched it, it it was downward dog for a reason. Like the guy who was did he invent those poses or he just was a yoga guru? Like, where did it
I
come
think
from? The Hindu gods weren't like, "Hey, do yoga." I'm just telling you right now. They weren't doing yoga back in the day. They were not. They were practicing meditation, but they weren't like, "Oh, let me stretch my body." Do you do
yeah,
yoga?
it's like I've done yoga and I probably should do yoga more because I can't touch my toes.
I don't know if I can, like, without bending your knees.
Yeah, I without bending my knees, I don't think I can touch my toes on my own. Yeah.
I probably can I don't think I can either.
Okay. Have you ever fell down the Reddit rabbit hole? It's called Am I the Asshole? Have you ever heard of this?
Uh-uh. But
So it's
I get the idea. I
do you
like it
know what it
already.
is?
No, but
Yeah.
it's probably people just clarifying, are they the asshole in a
Yeah. So like
situation?
here's one. It's called Am I the Asshole for Being Upset That My Sister is Pregnant? So it starts like this. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. I, a 23-year-old female, am getting married in October of this year and have struggled with my planning due to my sister not liking that I wanted to get married at the same venue that she did. My ring looks similar to hers, and
Mhm.
I wanted a ring that looked similar to my mom's ring. So it's in solidarity with my mom. But that I wanted to get married the same month as she did, but in 2022. Now, back to the question, she and her husband have decided to start trying for a baby. She told me that she planned on waiting until February so that she would be due after the wedding, but they just tried in December for fun and it took. She's now due 3 weeks before my wedding. This is the first grandchild in my family. She is my maid of honor. She also protested her husband being a groomsman before giving a lame excuse, which now has me wondering if she was just trying to set this all up for having a baby anyway. I don't ask for attention often, but I just wanted this one time to be all about me and not having to share it with my sister just for once. Also, she told me now that and isn't planning on telling our parents for a few weeks. So I can't even talk to my mom about how I'm feeling about all this. I feel like once again, I'm backed into the position of having to push my feelings aside and I have to look like the bad guy. Am I the asshole here? An update just to clarify I did change my venue and it costs 3 times more, and I don't like it nearly as much as all. My ring is very simple and trendy. I've compromised almost everything on this without the icing on my cake, but this needs to stop. I am happy to be an aunt, and I wish that she had just stuck to her plan of trying in February. I understand that you can't completely predict when you'll get pregnant. However, you can make sure that you don't get pregnant at a certain time frame. And again, it was her original plan and she just pushed it earlier. So she never told me that she was trying till now. And now she told me that she was pregnant yesterday. So yes, it was a surprise and it still is fresh for me. I have
Okay.
things on
I have
this.
a lot of thoughts. Number one, this is not a podcast. Listen, this is a stranger on the internet.
Yeah, this is just a stranger on the internet.
They
Yeah.
are both assholes. Okay. You're both assholes. Number one, the sister is an asshole for making her change her venue. Who gives a shit if you're married in the same venue? What? Your
A venue
pictures,
and the time frame. She didn't even
like,
want her getting married the same month as her. What a
like,
fucking bitch ass
you,
sister.
your pictures are going to look similar. Who cares? You're not getting married within a week of each other in the same venue. No, that was dumb. Number two, the ring is the ring. Like, if I'm the guy in that situation, I'd be like, tell your sister, shut the fuck up. Like, why
Dude,
would you
being gay
care?
was so great with that. I told Morgan, gold band, nothing else. No engagement ring, one gold band. It's both rings. We're not doing shit. And I said, what do you want? He's like, the same one. I'm like, done. Boom. Turned around, bought him the same one.
You've got a 2-for-1 deal. Yeah, like Melissa wanted very simple. We were 25 years old. How much money? We didn't have, what do they say? Supposed to spend like 3 months of your salary on an engagement ring? That's insane.
Fucking crazy. Yeah.
I don't remember what I spent, but it
That's a
wasn't three
quarter of the year.
months. That's
Right.
what I'm
You went to
saying. It
Costco.
wasn't 3 months. I was 25 years old.
Dude, Costco, like legit, that was a joke, but Costco legit has like really nice wedding rings. Have
I'm
you ever
sure.
looked?
No,
They're
I never did,
really
but
nice.
but you have to think, like, for
You
me,
can buy
like,
everything. You can buy a cruise at Costco. Sorry,
yeah,
keep
no,
going.
it's a good place. They just opened the BJ's near my house. I never been, but it's the same as Costco, right? I mean, for the most part, all the same shit.
Yeah,
Um, I have a membership. It didn't like officially open yet, but they were giving out $20 membership. So I just bought one
cool.
because I was like, why not? Anyway, that's the second thing is that. Third, who cares that she's pregnant? Like, so now here's why the woman writing
So
is the
what? Yeah, you're
asshole.
pregnant at a wedding.
You're pregnant at a wedding. It's your sister. She's not taking
Yeah.
away your attention. She's not giving birth at your wedding. And even if she did, so be it. Like, okay,
Yeah, I
no
think
one can.
honestly, that's honestly so cool. Like if someone important in your life, like if your sister was pregnant in
My
your wedding
sister was
pictures, wouldn't that
pregnant
be
in all
awesome?
my wedding pictures.
Is it
Yeah,
seriously?
yeah,
Is
she
it
was
so
pregnant.
cool to look back at that though
Yeah,
and be like, look at you
and
didn't even have your baby yet?
we got married in May. She gave birth in July, so she was like very pregnant, like in
That's
all our
so
pictures
cool.
and stuff. Yeah, and like she was like holding her stomach, and we were like pointing to it. Like it was like my niece was like in our wedding photos.
That's
Oh,
so
it's
cool. I
cute.
love that. See,
I didn't even think of that. I'm actually gonna text her
you're
that.
not this person to me, the person who did the writing is not the asshole.
No, it's the other
Because
person, but she's
because
annoying for being annoyed that her sister was pregnant. Like, give me a break.
no,
Like,
I wouldn't be annoyed that I don't the way I'm reading this, Gasper, she's not annoyed that her sister's pregnant. She's annoyed that her sister doesn't want to be pregnant for her wedding. And then her sister came back and was like, well, now I'm gonna be pregnant for your wedding. And she's like, I don't give a fuck if you're pregnant anyway.
oh, I took it as like
That's how
she
I
didn't want
interpret it.
her pregnant. Like she didn't want her to be pregnant at her wedding. All right, well, Also, if you're the sister, like, why do you give a
Yeah.
shit if you're pregnant? I just don't get it.
I have another one.
Yeah, these are cool. I like these. Read the rest of it.
Am I the asshole for bluntly explaining to my wife why our kids like me more than her? My wife has been complaining recently that our kids seem to prefer spending time with me over her. They never go to her for anything they need. It's always me. I just answered that it's because I spend more time with them than she does. She stated that I don't, so I broke it down for her just to put it point blank. Both kids are young and need parental supervision for everything. They wake up at 5:30 and 6 a.m. I am the one who gets up with them every single morning. Wife gets up at 7:30 on weekdays and about 9 on weekends. Low end, that's 13.5 hours more that I spend with them. I do bedtime for both my kids. That takes about an hour each night for baths, stories. That's another 7 hours a week. My wife also gets stressed out slash gets stressed slash touched out a lot, taps out a lot. I often take the kids with me to the supermarket, to the park, or to do something to let her have a nice long bath or some peace and quiet or a nap in the afternoon. Probably around 3.5 more hours a week. Add that
I
in,
love these
I'm the one
time
who also takes
breakdowns.
kids all to the extracurriculars and I pick them up as well. She does not even have the kids on her own. The longest that she does is the time that it takes for me to have a shower and get dressed in the morning. So I just broke it down plainly like that. I effectively spend a full actual day more a week with them. I didn't say it in any kind of moaning way or anything like that. I do actually really enjoy spending time with them. So I'm quite happy with this agreement. I just feel that she can't complain that the kids don't want to spend time with her in the same way they want to spend time with me because she proportionally spends less time with them. Am I the asshole for pointing this out? And edit an update. Thank you all for your comments. I wasn't expecting this post to get anywhere near as much traction as it did. Something that I missed in my original post is work. We own a business together. We both work 5 days a week, 9:30 to 4:30. It's not stressful or particularly difficult work as the business has gotten to the stage where we're able to take a step back and let it run itself. Another update, our 18-month-old woke up at 5:30 a.m. this morning. It's now 7:30 and she's still in bed. So clearly our conversation had absolutely no impact on her. I don't really care to have any desire for this to change things because quite frankly, I like how the kids are and I don't plan to change any of this. Boom.
All
What do you
right.
think?
Well, first, I'm glad that my post got a lot of traction. So that was cool. Get it? Like I wrote it.
Hmm?
Like as if I wrote it. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. They're divorced already, those people. But in
Have
the
to be
set,
right.
here's the reality of it. My kids enjoy hanging out with me more than they enjoy hanging out with Melissa. She says it all the time. My kids just enjoy hanging out with me. And that's it. It's not a bad thing, but they go to her for different things than they would go to me. And I think every parent has that role in a house, if that makes sense. So, like, if the kids are in a cuddly mood or they're hurt, they go to her. If they're in like a loving, like, oh, I want to sit on the couch and watch a movie, like they go to her. If they want to like wrestle or go to the store or go to an arcade, they go to me. So it's just different things that we do. And then like we both do bath time, we both do bedtime. So like the time is split. It's a dangerous game this guy's playing when you start saying, well, I spent 13.5 hours
I
doing
know. I
this
was thinking that
because
too.
like,
But
I've done that game, and so has Melissa. Like, when I remember when the kids are young, and you'll see this one day if you have children or whatever, it's like, when the kids are young, it's like, well, I slept 6.5 hours, so I need this. Well, I woke up at 4:20, and you slept for an extra hour, like, and you start nitpicking, and then it's like, you just fucking hate and resent each other when you start doing that. So, like, that's why I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna work. If this guy calculated all those minutes, gave it to her. It sounds like he gave it to her on a fucking spreadsheet, like a PowerPoint, the way it was written. Like that's asking for a fucking fight. That's it.
yeah, and that's the thing though. I think that this guy like had to do the time to like put it into perspective too. But the part that is like so disheartening is the fact that like he expressed it point blank. And he said it didn't change at all. That's where I'm like, this ain't gonna work, buddy. Best
Yeah,
wishes.
but
I do understand needing time when you're a parent to like still be a person and like
yeah,
to still like not lose your identity. But at the same time, too, like if you're a partnership, it's tit for tat, right?
yeah, but when you're starting to do all that shit, it's just a bad. It's bad. Um, like when it's hard, and like yeah, she's probably not going to change. Like if she wakes up at 8:30 and he wakes up at 6:30 with the kids, if you've already gone 3 years of doing that, you've already enabled it. She's not just going to be like, okay, now I'll just wake up because she's used to a certain way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he sounds like the type of guy who's like, okay, like I like being with my kids, so I'm okay
Mhm.
with waking up, which that's great. Like I
Yeah.
agree. That's awesome and that's very sweet.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
as much as my kids drive me nuts, I'm the same way. I love being with them. So like I don't
Would
want to wake up at 5:30, but I do because I enjoy them.
would would love to have the fans chime in on these too. If you want to write us in the comments on YouTube or send us an email at thesocialstudiespodcast@gmail.com, go ahead.
Yeah,
I
send
got a
us
really
am I
good
an
one.
asshole emails. I like these.
Yes, send us oh my God, please send us Am I the Asshole emails. That'd be amazing. Okay, Gas, I got a really good one now. Okay. Am I the asshole for not giving my girlfriend my social security number so she can run a background check on me? Already I have an answer.
Okay. Well, there's a lot to this. How long are you dating? Like,
Well, let's read the email. I, 27-year-old male, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, who's 31-year-old female, for over almost okay, for almost a year now. This evening,
oh,
she sat me down and she said that she needs to have a serious conversation with me. And she asked for my social security number. I said, absolutely not. Why would you need that? And she told me about her ex boyfriend who was basically living a double life. He had a bunch of criminal charges in his past that he had never told her about and eventually exposed her to some sketchy and dangerous behavior before she broke things off after he cheated. I said, okay, thank you for telling me that. But what does that have to do with my social security number? She said ever since then, she has her friend that works for the federal government run background checks on people just to make sure that they're safe. And because our relationship is progressing, she wants to and needs to know that I'm a safe partner for her. And she wants my social security number to check my criminal history. Now, for the record, I don't even have a parking ticket. I'm a nerd and I'm a gym rat. All I do is go to work, go to school, play Dungeons and Dragons, come home, watch anime, rinse and repeat. I do not care about a background check. So she's not going to find anything. But I'm not giving her my social security number. I don't feel comfortable enough providing that to her or her friend. When I said that, she got so upset with me and said that I don't understand what women go through and it's about safety. And I admitted she's right. I have no idea what women go through, but that doesn't mean that I'm giving her my social security number to a complete stranger. She says that this guy is not even a stranger. He's one of her best friends and married to a close friend of hers. And I said, that's great, but I don't know him and I don't trust him because I don't know him. And that's my information that you're asking me to give out. You can trust him with your personal information if that's what you want to do, but no one that I don't know is getting my social security or credential details on me. That's just not happening. She said that our relationship isn't going to be able to progress unless I give this guy my social security number because she needs to know that she's safe and she's offended that I don't trust her taste in friendship. I got up and
what
left it.
the
I
hell
told
is
her I
happening?
respect her concerns, but her past trauma does not give her the right to try and strong arm me into giving out sensitive personal information to someone that I don't even know just because he works for the federal government and has access to databases. She called me insensitive and hasn't spoke to me since. Personally, I feel like she was gaslighting me into giving me what she wanted, but I'm just not sure. Here's the thing, brother. Be sure she was 1,000,000% gaslighting. That's insane.
But also, like, it sounds like a scam, but like, and look, people are in this for the long game. Like, people will date you for a year to con you, but like, that's a tricky one because, like, after a year,
No, it's
like,
not.
no, listen, like, after a year of dating, you should
This is
trust the
almost a year.
person. You should trust the person you're with. So like if nothing shady and sketchy has happened in the year and this girl's like, yeah, I still don't know if I trust you. That's a problem in itself. You know what I mean? Like that's the problem. Like you're with a girl who doesn't trust you after a year, you shouldn't be together.
And here's the thing too. And like if everything this girl is saying about her past relationship is true, that's shitty and I am empathetic towards that. However, if you like it's just fact, girl, you got to go to therapy and you got to move forward because if
Yeah.
you hold that shit on every relationship that you have moving forward, you're never going to be in a relationship. Ever.
No.
Ever. And also, I'm fucking married. I don't think I know my husband's social security number. I could go
I mean,
look it up right now based off of like our
yeah.
house deed and like things that we own together. I could find it, but like I don't know it. Like and I've never
Wait,
asked him. That is psycho to not even be dating a year and ask somebody for that. Why? I
yeah,
I
that's
gotta tell you
weird.
something crazy, crazy.
I don't, yeah, I guess the same thing. Like I'm trying to think when Melissa and I moved in together, we were together for a little over a year. We wrote our socials on a lease, but like that's it. Like I don't think it was like, give me it so I can have it. I don't, but then it's funny because like, then like a comedy club will be like, hey, I need your social on an email. And it's just
No,
like, bless you.
they ask you
For a
for a
W.
tax document that you have to put it on,
No, I
which
agree, but I'm saying like,
is
but you
different.
don't even like some random ass person could easily just get someone's social if they wanted.
Yes. Yes.
Like it's
Yes.
not that
Anybody in that
hard
comedy club
to
could find it and get it.
anybody anywhere, like your job, anywhere you go that you have to give your social, someone there could just be like, yeah, I'm taking this fucking guy's identity today. And that's
Yeah, but
it.
also this is a flag for that guy to be like, yo, this girl is not over some shit that she needs to get. If this relationship is going to progress, it's not about you getting my social. It's about you moving forward from what happened to you. Like truly. Okay, this sparks something. I just realized I totally this thing that I'm about to tell you left my memory and this story just like brought it back. I dated this guy in my like early 20s, like late teens, early 20s, and we'd been dating for like not very long and he like over Facebook like asked my mom if we could get married. Like it was like so weird. My mom was like, "No."
Did she say
But
no?
she like, "Yeah." She's like, "No." And then she like told me about it and I like didn't even think about it at the time. But then like not even dating a year, he like told me he's like, "We should make each other powers of attorney so that we can like, if anything ever happens or anything like that." And we weren't even like dating a year. And I was just like, first of all, me now would be like, hey, meet me at the corner of fuck and go fuck yourself Avenue, and I'll never see you again. If someone said that, I would never. But like at the time, I was like, oh, I don't think so. And I just like moved on and like kept dating this guy. How fucking
Power
crazy.
of attorney? Like, yeah, I want you to be in charge of
Have
my
access to like
estate.
all my money, everything I own, just like take my car tomorrow. Like that would have been crazy. That's crazy.
You get into a freaking car accident, he's making a decision over your
Yeah.
body.
Yeah. Later. You know what? Actually, just pull the plug.
Fuck 'em. All right,
Insane.
guys. Thank
All right.
you so much for coming out tonight. I don't know why I said that. Thanks, guys, for being here.
And
Love you
we'll
all.
see you next time
Mwah.
on the Social Studies Podcast. Become a Patreon member at patreon.com/social studies podcast. Send us your Am I the Asshole
Yeah,
at
these are
the
fun.
social studies podcast at gmail.com. Get your tickets to see me live at thejoedombrowski.com.
And me at GaspareRandazzo.com.
Bye, guys.
Bye.